Okay, so I did a video yesterday on dual monitor support on the Raspberry Pi, and I showed it running on Windows 10. As you can see, it's only running one monitor at the moment, but I'll show you how to set it up, just to show you a bit about my configuration. So this is running from a 60 gig Yukon SSD drive and running very well. I've got my speaker actually plugged in via USB, so there's a USB cable here going to my Bose speaker, which has a USB Soundcard in it. You don't need to do that on the Pi 4 because the audio jack works, but I find the USB audio sounds a bit better and also works with the Pi 400 that way. Right, so let's switch into screen capture. Okay, so it's worth following this guide for how to set up and install Windows 10 on the Raspberry Pi 4, but also just look at the playlist to see which one is the latest version. And so I've got a WOR playlist here. Whichever one is the most recent tutorial is the one to follow. And as you can see, that's the most recent one, and this sort of explains about it as well. So first off, we need to go to the WOR homepage. So I usually just type in WOR Pi 4, and it's here. And scroll down to this boot partition mount utility. This is something, I don't know when this got added, but this is a very useful tool. So click on that, and you can see that's downloaded. We also need to go to the Discord, so let's close that down. And if you go to the Windows on Raspberry Pi Discord and go to Announcements, which is at the top here. So let's scroll up from the bottom and we'll find a download. And so it's this one here, files.zip, and it mentions second monitor. So click on that, and you can see both files are downloaded now. So I can close this down, go to my downloads folder, and I'm going to double click the files, and I'm going to drag these two folders onto the desktop. And I'm going to go back, and I'm going to double click on this WOR boot. And I'm going to put this in a folder, and I'm going to call that mount. Let's call it boot mount. And then we'll copy these in. So close that down. So we need to mount the boot drive now. So if you click on this, on the files, you'll see that if we go to this PC, there's only the C drive. That's the only thing that's showing, but we need to change some files in the boot drive. So if we click on this boot mount, we click on boot mounter, the middle file there, and more info, run anyway, and yes. Must point out at this stage, because we haven't done anything yet, these are experimental drivers. They don't always work for dual display, but I found them pretty successful. So you can see here, this comes up and we need to select the drive. Well, this is the only drive connected to my Pi. And if I hit mount, there you go, you could see in the background that the folder showed up, and we need to view contents. So click on that, and that will show you that drive. So what we need to do now is get the uefi replacement files and copy them. So Control A, right click and copy, and then we're going to paste them in here. Replace the files in the destination, and we can close that down now. And we can even click on unmount because we don't need that anymore. And you'll see that it will disappear from here. There you go. So now we need to apply the Windows driver. We actually don't need either of these anymore. And to do that, we go right click on the Windows symbol, click on Device Manager, click on the very top bit where it says Desktop, and go Action and Add Legacy Hardware. And hit Next. Install the hardware that I manually select and hit Next. So click Display Adapters and Next. Click Have Disk and then we want to browse for that location, which is on the desktop. So here, well, it's actually found it, but basically you would select desktop, drivers, sample display, and it will find the .inf file, hit open, and hit OK. And you can see here, Raspberry Pi 4 basic display driver, hit next, and next again. You can see that's finished. Hit finish. And if we click on display adapters here, you can see it says Raspberry Pi 4 basic display driver. It may work already, but I'm going to restart it. Okay, so I'm going to power up my second monitor and restart my Pi, turn that off and turn that on again. And when it's booting up, I need to press escape. So as soon as I see the Raspberry Pi logo come up, I need to press escape. So you can see already it's picked up 2 monitors. This is something that it didn't do before applying the uefi update. So press escape. And I'll switch back into screen capture. Okay, so now we need to go into Device Manager, Raspberry Pi configuration, Display configuration, and we need to change this to 1080 and uncheck native resolution. Press escape, keep pressing escape, and yes, escape, down to continue, and enter to reset. Okay, so it's booting up now. The rainbow screen just showed on the WiMaxit screen on the bottom. So while this is booting up, thanks to Amir for helping with the final steps on this, and also thanks to on the Discord, who has provided these video drivers and is also working for proper video support for Windows 10. So watch this space. Okay, so you can see that's not working at the moment, so I'm just going to restart it again because it sometimes does this. Okay, so that's restarting now, hopefully. So you can see both screens have picked it up. And it's a good sign when the bottom screen goes off. If the bottom screen stays on the Raspberry logo and appears to have frozen, that usually means that it's crashed. There you go, so you can see it's picked it up on the bottom screen. And here we have dual monitor support. So if I'm on the bottom screen at the moment, if I drag it to the right, it appears on the top here. So I need to change that. And if I go into the bottom part here and just tap in display, and let's click on this, duplicate or extend a connected display, click on display. Now I find on this, if you go to multiple displays and advanced display settings, but then go back, you get this. So what I need to do is put whichever way I want this to be. So if I put 1 down the bottom there and do identify, so 1 is the top screen. So actually I'm going to put 1 on the top, use that as my main screen, and apply. So now if I drag up, I can go up to the top screen. Let's get my mouse pointer there, and I can drag down. So let's have a little play around with this. So let's launch a web browser and also launch files, and let's go with the Windows Store. So 3 things at the same time, and the Windows and the web browser I'm going to put on the top screen. Minimize that and drag it up. There you go, so you can see that now on the top screen. On the bottom screen, if I wanted to play around with files and folders, so I wanted to go to my downloads folder or whatever, but also I can have a look at the Windows Store as well. So I can flick through that, and let's do this top screen as full. Just do a search for YouTube. Actually be worth having a status monitor as well, wouldn't it? So if I go Control-Alt-Delete, Task Manager, pop that over here, Performance, so I can see that I'm running at 2 gigahertz at the moment. Actually my RAM is only running at 2.7 gigahertz, so I need to address that. This is an 8 gig Pi, and that needs to be changed. I wonder if that was when I changed the UEFI files. So performance is going to be a bit slower because we're running two 1080 monitors. So it depends what you're going to be using it for as to whether this is useful at this stage. But it's great to see it done, and there's always progress being made. Right, I'm going to restart, and I'm going to go back into that Raspberry Pi configuration menu. Okay, pressing escape now. Okay, so back into Device Manager, Raspberry Pi configuration, advanced configuration, and limit RAM to 3 gig. I need to change that to disabled. Now escape out of that, hit yes to save, escape, continue, and enter the reset. And now we should restart with the full 8 gig. Okay, so now if I do Control-Alt-Delete and go into Task Manager, it should be a lot snappier because it will be using all of the RAM. So performance, yeah, so you can see memory is now showing 7.7 gig and I'm running at 2 gigahertz. Okay, so I hope all this helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.